You're listening to Hot Sauce Sports with Mo Cohen, Peeze and Terry Tam.
I now know that I'm on with a spy, depending on who's the captain of this ship. That's probably a bad thing if this podcast is supposed to go viral, isn't it?
Cordero Patterson like grabbing some shanks, gentlemen here, and I quote, "I'm a grown man. I don't need nobody blank in my balls, my face."
In my teenage years, I'd get back from high school, I'd smash 2 pizza pockets. Carmelo Anthony never learned you can't live life just smashing pizza pockets.
Because he lost a double bet, what I did is I cut a jalapeno in half, and I filled it with hot sauce. So he's going to have to slurp this down.
Why you give me a fucking banana, dude? I'm not eating a banana. I'll rather piss in my mouth than eat this.
Okay, so there we go. Stop stalling. Let's go.
Now, here are your hosts, Mo, Terry, and Peeze.
Welcome everyone, you were listening to and perhaps watching Hot Sauce Sports. I'm your host, Peeze Del Rees. As always, I'm joined by my cohort, Terry Tam. How's it going, Terry?
Very good.
And of course, in the booth and off camera is the Eagle at Master Control, joined by researcher and what else is Duke?
I'm so not a researcher.
Albino.
Duke is he was our graphicist, but he refuses to do graphics.
Yeah, he's supposed to be our video editor. He refused the video.
He was a producer, but refuses to produce.
And he's supposed to be stats guy, and he's very bad at that job.
I have so many stats.
So what do you do here?
I'm just hanging around.
And the worst part is that he suggested last week that we get a 5th person
to do something
to help him with
just video editing. That's all.
But
I hate it so much.
Then I asked him,
it's now your only task.
I hate it.
But then I asked him.
Also maintaining our website.
How long does it take for you to edit one of these videos? And he says, about an hour or so. Now that I think about it, it's not that long. That's what he said.
Yeah, 5
after
days ago.
he suggested to hire somebody.
That's pretty awesome.
I don't want to edit videos. I just don't.
We got to figure out something with his lights, though, because I hate that you're looking.
Also, you know what else I do? I correct your grammar.
Yeah,
you are
my
a
grammar's
terrible speller.
You correct his grammar?
It's terrible. Did
it's
you see
still
it?
terrible after you correct
It's terrible, yeah.
I love that in your last
but you don't know
article,
if it's post or pre, Duke.
in the preview of your article, it says Saturday. It says Saturday.
Yeah, I remember. But I just don't give a fuck.
I gathered. It was very obvious.
If it's red, I'll change it. If it's not red, I won't read it.
DeMarcus Cousins, some news broke today as I was
AIDS.
heading here. Sorry?
His AIDS.
No.
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm on it.
HIV positive.
So I have a 6-mile walk to the studio every week, and during that time I tend to tune out and not think about sports so that I can do a good job on the show.
I'm kidding,
Jesus
by the
Christ.
way. He doesn't have HIV.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Because I disconnect for literally an hour a week.
What happened?
What happened?
Who did he have sex with, and when did he do his exam? That within this hour did he fucking disconnect?
The article that popped up when I looked up Cousins AIDS, it was an article that says HIV has a long-lost cousin.
Which is?
Not DeMarcus Cousins.
Nah, I'm not reading that. I don't want to read it.
I want to know what it is. I don't want to get it.
Research.
I'll check it out.
I'm not gonna do research.
So DeMarcus Cousins, a warrant out for his arrest. For
I didn't know.
seems to be domestic abuse.
Oh, okay, I didn't know this.
Broke a couple hours ago. Our script was already done. Didn't feel like reworking it. So that's where we're at.
That's fucked up, man.
There's a warrant for it. That's
Correct.
bad.
Yes.
That's really bad.
Yeah,
No,
but, it's easy to
no,
get a
that
warrant
just
against
means
you.
that she probably has a bruise, and they're like, okay, we need to bring this guy in.
And he's hiding in
No,
probably
but
in another city.
it's not like they're like at his
Well, he
house
has-
like waiting for him. They have a mandate that they're allowed to arrest him on site. That's
Yeah, because
bad.
that means he hasn't turned himself in.
Oh, okay. So he for sure did something fucking stupid then.
Yeah, that's not great. But what is
Really
great,
go fuck himself.
the news. Every time. Terry, it's been a week of news.
I hate the way you do that.
I know. That's why I do it.
I know.
And I do it specifically with the music playing so you can't hear me in
Yeah.
playback.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Because Eagle knows nothing about sound.
Correct. He's only been doing this for half a decade.
Yeah.
Thank you. Why is that even on your soundboard?
Because it can be.
All right.
Because
All
it's what we need when Duke says something really dumb.
Fair.
Was that?
We got a football heavy show today. Last show before the season starts. No guest today. It's just going to be us four going through the items of the week. The big item, the one that shook the football world and Hot Sauce Studios for an entire week. Andrew Luck, now retired.
Oh, I thought it was Michael Gallup moving to number 13 ranked receiver in fantasy football, ADP.
He caught like 10
I'm
passes
kidding.
last year.
I don't even know. What?
He caught like 10 passes last year.
I'm Michael Gallup?
Michael Gallup, yeah.
Yeah, he'll catch 100 this year. Anyway.
He has a great name for a Cowboys receiver, by the way.
Gallup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic name.
It's true.
I drafted him late in my draft.
He's
I
very
drafted
good.
him like 8th or 9th.
You did your draft already?
Yeah.
I can't do it before the week.
We had to, though, because we're in Toronto this weekend.
I
And then our commissioner's in Toronto is in Korea the week after.
have 2 next week. Wait, it's not this weekend football?
No,
it's the weekend
It's
after.
next weekend.
It starts Monday night. It's the Packers against the Bears.
But so Andrew Luck retired.
Yeah, Angelo retired.
The story broke during a preseason game.
Adam Schefter.
Adam Schefter. And his job is to report what he knows.
Of course, yeah. Nothing wrong against what Adam
So-
Schefter did.
But a lot of people giving him heat that like, oh, but Andrew Luck didn't get to do it his way.
It's
And
not his problem.
exactly.
That's not Adam.
Oh,
Adam Schefter has to feed his kids. He has to do his job. The same thing with Waj in the NBA. You have to announce it as soon as you hear it. You announce it.
Yeah.
Check your facts and you announce it. You can't go wrong. My problem with Adam Schefter was that he kind of like went back and said, "It's a shame that the news was brought out before he could release
well,
it."
he got a ton of heat.
Yeah.
He got a ton of heat.
Yeah.
So I guess look, he's Adam Schefter, believe it or not, is a human person.
He's also the best insider in sports.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is why I thought he was a robot. But he's a human person, and he has emotions, and he felt bad because, like, obviously you want to. Retirement's a very personal thing. You want to do it on your own terms,
Yeah.
right? But the fans in Indianapolis, holy shit, are you trash? Go to hell.
Yeah.
You have no idea
The ones that
what
booed.
it's like to look for a quarterback because you had 2 straight decades of institutional incompetence being bailed out by miraculous quarterback.
The
play.
ones that booed. Because there's a lot of good people
Yeah.
in those stands.
I don't believe you.
And there's a lot of bad people.
There's not a single good person in
and I
Indianapolis.
condemn the bad people, the
I
ones
hope-
that booed.
All of Indianapolis.
I do not
All the
condemn-
Pacers trash.
So
all the Colts trash.
So-
You're a Pacers fan, trash.
Yeah, so Indianapolis is a city that the only reason why I want to go, if I can fly and land on top of the field house.
Mhm.
What's the Pacers where they play? Something field house. Land on top of it, watch a game, and then leave, and not have to stay in Indianapolis. I would.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good.
Or just go to Chicago. They're pretty close to each other. But
It's
yeah,
Lucas Oil Stadium, so not
no, that's
bad.
that's football. I'm talking
Basketball.
about the Pacers Stadium.
I'm on it.
Something field house. Something like that.
Isn't it the Palace?
I don't know. Anyway, but Andrew Luck, there's nothing wrong with.
Bankers Life Fieldhouse.
There you go, Bankers
Field
Life
house.
Field House. So then, so nothing wrong with what Andrew Luck did. Retired. Everybody's hating on him for retiring. There's all these things. Barstool, Doug Gottlieb, go fuck yourself.
Oh, especially Doug Gottlieb.
He it was kind of like a tongue-in-cheek joke, which I got, but like there's a time and place.
Yeah, but like also the joke doesn't make sense. Does Andrew
Because-
Luck strike you as a millennial? The guy's a flip phone.
And
he has
yeah,
a
he has a
flip
flip
phone.
phone.
He
like-
probably has the same running shoes since freshman year of college.
He goofily laughed when Bill Murray asked him about his it was Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks asked him about his social media,
Yeah.
and he's like, he goofily laughed and said, "Well, I think I'm just a little too old for social
Oh, yeah, I
media."
saw that.
But
And like you're 29 years old.
are you guys shocked at all that he retired? I kind of felt
Yes.
like it was going to happen.
I'm shocked.
I'm shocked at because
It
of his
happened
age
now.
and
he hasn't played in a while. He's had so many injuries.
well, he
played
played,
a full
he
year
played the
last
entire
year.
last season.
But even last season, when they had to take these Hail Mary shots, they would always take him out and put Jacoby Brissett in.
Yeah, but
That's okay.
arm strength isn't.
No, I
his
know, but I'm
main
just saying it's like
attribute, right?
I felt like it was the beginning of the end for him.
but that's because he had a torn labrum. He doesn't want to tear it again.
and also
On
this,
a-
And
this
Jacoby
whole-
Brissett has got a cannon of an arm.
But this whole take where we shit on the fans for booing, like
Mhm.
the fact is that like these people they stayed all the way
That's
to the
what I
end
wanted
of
to
a
get.
really terrible preseason
well, if
game.
you go to preseason games,
and then you're
you make bad
drinking,
life decisions.
but
no,
you're-
one else,
no, but you're-
no one else should be responsible.
no,
for
but like
that.
you're drinking, like you get this text on the phone. It's contagious.
Yeah,
Like,
how much-
I don't know. It's a
how
bunch
much
of
could-
fans. Who cares
You
what
know
they?
what?
they're
How much
doing?
I'm a
credibility-
Dolphins fan. Ricky Williams retired right before the season. You know what I didn't do? Be like, man, he must be a real asshole because he ruined my feel good.
yeah,
No,
but he
but, like,
retired
people-
because they didn't let him smoke weed.
Yes, which I understood.
But people are
Completely.
acting.
So you related.
I was like, yeah.
So, but these Indianapolis fans, they can't relate to this.
But people are acting as if these boos are out of anger. Like, and generally when people boo at the stadium, they're just kind of following along with whatever people are doing. If people are clapping, they'll
Yeah.
clap, and if they're booing, they'll boo. It's
I wouldn't
like
boo him,
that's
though. Even if I saw
you know?
fucking Jesus booing him, I wouldn't boo him. But
I mean, maybe if it's Jesus.
so I wouldn't boo him, but I also understand how fans can be upset.
Yeah, of course.
Because they also buy season tickets.
Yes.
When you buy season tickets, the price depends on how good the team is going to
Yeah.
do. I own tickets to the Habs. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
If the team's going to do well, they jack up the prices. It is what it is. So now they don't have a quarterback, which means they're not as good as what I bought.
And
my
they want
tickets
refunds
at.
now.
I lost my value.
Yeah, they want refunds.
So they're
But
more
that's not how
pissed.
that works,
They're
though.
more pissed at what the value that was put on the field.
But what if
It's
Andrew
not
Luck
how
got
it
injured
works.
week 1? Andrew Luck was also injured, by the way.
Of course. What if he got injured? He was already injured.
This is a guy who played half a season with a lacerated liver
yeah.
for you.
So
But
this is a guy.
Let's listen instead to a guy who couldn't work his way through college.
Who's this?
Doug Gottlieb.
Oh, do we have the clip?
Tell us.
Because me and Igor were just talking. We don't have the clip.
Oh, I thought it was a clip.
No, I put the tweet up.
Okay.
But you
So
can
we don't
probably
have the
find it if you go to his. It's him and he's wearing a hat. I think he's wearing a Yankees hat.
I do have to say one
His-
thing about the
go to
Colts
his Twitter
franchise: the
account.
fact that it wasn't. It's not Adam Schefter's fault that this came out during the game.
Someone
fact
leaked
is,
it to
the
Adam
fact
Schefter.
is it was leaked and the franchise knew about this days before.
A lot of
They
people are
chose
saying
to
that
leak
they're
it during the
blaming.
game.
A lot of people are blaming Jim Irsay, saying that he knew about this like 6 months ago.
Well, he knew at least a couple weeks ago because they restricted the deal so that
And
he
no one
could
should
keep
ever
a lot of
trust Jim
this-
Irsay.
That's when we have the clip for Doug Gottlieb here.
do we?
It's coming up. Yeah. So Jim Irsay apparently he knew about this, like you said.
Well, but so like
Worst
he
owner in
restricted his deal
NFL.
so that he can
Oh, yeah.
he can keep
Terrible.
he can keep a ton of he can keep Angelo could keep a bunch of the money. I think that's kind of like a settlement so that he can't come back and sue the Colts doctors in 20 years where his body doesn't work
Yeah, sure.
because they mismanaged. Like think of it. Peyton Manning was a Colts quarterback, had an injury that was going to keep him out a week. Instead, he missed the entire season.
Okay.
That's how they got Andrew Luck in the first place.
Yeah.
They traded him to.
It's true.
They traded his corpse
It's true. They
to,
tanked. Yeah.
to Denver, where he had the worst performance ever in the Super Bowl, and the Broncos won.
Yeah.
Then Andrew Luck, again, I've never heard of a quarterback playing with a lacerated liver. I didn't know that a liver could lacerate
Yeah.
until Andrew Luck. He played with a torn labrum. He was supposed to come back and missed a whole bunch of time. He was supposed to be back for week 1, and it was still doubts this time around. Like the guy's been in legitimate pain for 5 years.
Yeah. More than 5 years.
Yeah, but
I'm
what
sure
you're-
that-
he's been constantly injured for 5 years.
As a pro, I guess.
But you're
yeah.
speculating that money is hush money, and I don't think that is. I think what is that in the case that
I
he
am
comes back,
speculating.
but in the case that he comes back, you want that to end in good faith, so that if he does choose to come back, he can come back to the.
But you think with all the lawyers and such involved in all this, that the Colts would let him retire and take all this money and allow for the possible future of litigation?
Oh, he's back. He's gonna be back. Give him one.
Okay,
Give him 1 year where he's living with his new wife.
Andrew
A
Luck?
whole goddamn year.
Andrew Luck?
Where apparently they're yes, and we're all traveling to Europe for a year. You travel with your wife to Europe for more than 3 weeks, you're gonna go crazy.
I don't agree. Well, yes, you might.
He'll be back.
But also, it's his new wife, so he might not be crazy. But
So you're saying he's gonna get? You know, who would have been
Facts.
good with this? Marco Briette, man, but fucking guy dodging us again.
what do you mean he doesn't have a phone?
So it was on it. I tweeted at him. I said, rumor has it that Marco is coming on the podcast this week, and he said, rumor has it that his phone. He hasn't been on a phone since Saturday since it failed at the great heights or something like that. Basically, he dropped his phone.
Toilet bowl, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe.
Hmm.
Knowing him, he takes vegan dumps in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got some big ones.
That's why I wouldn't even fish it out.
Marco
I
wakes
call a
up.
plumber like, my phone's in the toilet. You need to come get it out.
Marco wakes up at 4:00 every day, works out, takes a massive dump, kisses his beautiful wife and his family goodbye, and goes to be a lawyer. Then does play-by-play for the Alouettes. Then goes home, takes more dumps, and eats vegan food while he does all this shit. So
Food in
he's
quotation.
basically not human.
No. How is your morning routine?
My morning routine right now is
Sleeping until 10 a.m.
not 10. I sleep until 9. So I wake up around 9.
Bastard.
So does he
Wait,
go.
that means
Um,
I wake up after you, and I have a full-time job.
And I don't have a job. Yeah. No, because I feel like an asshole if I wake up after 9.
That's fair.
Okay,
Uh,
just
I-
after
And it
9.
happens. Though,
Before 9,
like it
not an
happened this
asshole,
morning.
but after 9, he's
So
an
I-
asshole.
I woke up at 9:30 today.
I actually
What
get
time
up
do you wake up at?
Like 9:30.
Why?
If I can.
What time do you work at?
whenever.
Whenever he wants.
Start working on this shit.
I I wake up at 6, and then I spend at least an hour and a half waiting for my bowels to move, just sitting on the toilet bowl.
I can't
my
do that.
my
I get
balls
so
in the
impatient.
wind.
I get so
I
impatient.
watch a movie.
So if I read.
I watch sports highlights.
I registered to the Athletic for this because I get very impatient.
Okay.
Get out. You actually paid for the Athletic?
Yeah, but it's very good.
Can we share it?
Yeah, I can give him my shit. Yeah.
Done.
Okay, we all share.
What else? I give you fucking
Everything, guys. I have a question
vape,
on
medical marijuana.
I have a question on the chat.
Oh yeah, who is it?
It's from Matt Kerouac.
Oh
Is
my
Philip
God.
Lindsay gonna be a bust? I need to know for fantasy, and
No,
Peeze
he's not
knows
gonna be a
all. Not you, Terry.
So what I
The
will
thing
say
is, the thing. No,
I-
he said
if-
not. He said not Terry. So
he
not. He said Pease.
he said Peeze, not Terry.
You know all, not Terry. So it means I'm an answer.
okay, that's
Okay.
right.
So
Sorry, man. I do have a serious answer though, but you go ahead.
Okay, go. You do your serious answer,
Okay,
then I'll
so
do
the
my
thing
shit
is,
answer.
I can picture him post up, and he would have been tremendous bust. Like he has the shoulders that could support incredible
so
breasts,
fast too. So fast.
incredible breasts.
But why is he's doing his draft? Why is he asking about one specific player?
Because he's making a decision right now, live.
Oh, okay. So I would draft. It depends on who's available, but I like Philip Lindsay, and I like that he's going to be the only part of that offense that works. Emmanuel Sanders is back.
I have a
which is
feeling Royce
huge.
Freeman gets some work in specifically red zone, and
Yeah.
they're gonna try and like not ever throw the ball.
No, but
so,
I feel like they're gonna use a lot of that dump shit, and they're gonna screens all day with Philip Lindsay and use that to open up Emmanuel Sanders. I really do think he's gonna have a good year, but I'm not a fantasy expert. I'm
Point
always
is-
decent in fantasy.
point is, post operation, he would have giant breasts.
Absolutely, and he's also the guy's a dime piece, man. Like he's a good looking guy,
Is he?
Mhm.
and he's got a great story. Like his whole story, not being offered a D1 scholarship, or the only one was offered was I think he went to Colorado. He had to. He was like the fourth running back on the list, undrafted, had to walk on. Like he has a very good story, Philip Lindsay.
A more
Big fan.
prototypical story, of course, is Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah,
Um,
I got my free Zeke T-shirt. You gotta show it off here.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, I gotta show it off. Can they see this?
Yep, they can see it.
See my fat ass?
Okay.
Free Zeke.
What'd you call it?
Zeke.
Free Zeki.
I drafted Zeke Elliott first round of my draft.
Good pick.
Great
Great pick.
I hope so.
Terrible pick.
Great.
My
pick.
my thinking is.
So when did you do your draft?
Last weekend.
When did he announce all this stuff? 2 weekends ago.
He was supposed to sign last weekend, by the way.
Yes, he still picked. But he was
Oh.
gonna go first round anyway.
Yeah. Well, it fell to me, so I like the value. I think.
I hope you
Jerry
went running
Jones.
back right away.
What?
I hope you went running back to back.
Yeah, Damian Williams second.
There you go. Good pick.
I think Zeke will sign soon, just because Jerry Jones has been impatient before. He's not getting any younger, so I don't think he wants to wait for his team to be good.
Is
again.
it Jerry Jones?
Like he doesn't have another rebuild left in him, does he?
He wants to win now, but did you see what he said about the playoffs?
Yeah.
So he wants to win now. And as a Cowboys fan, I will say that they are not winning now. But it's not Jerry Jones is like, listen, we're going to work with him to make a deal. If the deal doesn't happen until week 6, that's not a problem with us, which means he's going to be 6 weeks healthier.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's all it is. I think he's looking at it as like a blessing in disguise. That he's worried that he's going to get banged up towards the end of the season.
But then what about a situation like, what if you completely alienate him and now it's a Le'Veon Bell situation where he will not play for you again?
Yeah, because week 7, if you don't report after week 7, you can't play or something like that.
There's some weird stuff. There's like 2 deadlines, week 7, week 10.
Yeah, so if he does that, then I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough. But he's gonna come back. I see like week 4. I'd say week 4. He'll be back by week 4. Le'Veon Bell said like week 7 he knew that he wasn't gonna play, so that's when he shut everything down. Stopped.
But he
working
kept telling people he was showing up.
Yeah, but he
Which is
couldn't
bizarre.
work. He couldn't work out. He wasn't working out anymore, at all.
Oh, we saw that. He looked like a butterball turkey.
No, you got
Don't mean to body shame, but look, there's 2 guys in the media. We're allowed to say it. It's me and Terry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or body shaming everybody.
Absolutely.
Jay Glazer is saying that Ezekiel will be around
Speaking of
for
body
the first week of the season.
Yeah, Jake Glazer's.
He's pretty tight in. He
Yeah.
probably knows, man.
Yeah, I like Jake Glazer. I hope so. I mean, as a Cowboys
We
fan,
need
I
to
hope
make
so.
a fake account called Jay Blazer.
I'm on
and
it.
It's like
It's probably on already.
just like really high sports stakes.
Yeah,
That's
Jay
incredible.
Blazed.
Jay
Or
Blazed.
how about Glay Blazer?
Glay?
Glay J. Jazer.
Gay
Glay,
Blazer.
Glay Jazer.
Gay
Does anyone-
Blazer
does anyone have a fake email
dedicated
account?
to homosexuals wearing blazers.
I have a few, but they're all in use.
So was it Jay Blazer?
Or Glay Jazer. Or Gay Blazer.
I like Gay Blazer.
I don't think we can go to Gay Blazer
Gay
again.
Blazer.
No, but now we'll use it as a fashion account.
Yeah.
There is no one called Jay Blazer on Twitter. I'm on
There
it.
is now.
I'm making it.
There you go.
So every football Sunday, Duke, that's the account you're tweeting from.
Oh,
and
yes,
you,
it'd be
I
nice.
need to know your thoughts.
But you have
in
to
that
tweet
state
it
of
as if you're Jay Glazer.
who's but blazed.
Yeah, but Blazed.
Yeah. Jay Blazer, so to speak.
Like, oh my God, he's such a physical specimen. I wonder what munchies he's gonna eat later.
Yeah.
Or like, I wonder if he's a salty or sweet kind of guy.
And then a video of like you in bed with like nothing but combos all over the bed.
I wonder if Eagle's fucking playing Pokemon. No.
Can we talk
Right.
about this for a second? Peeze has this weird addiction to combos.
I love combos.
You know what combos are, Terry?
What's a combo?
It's like a little
gas
pretzel
station
with,
treats.
Like, yeah, like cheese inside, like fake cheese inside.
Fake
The
cheese
what?
inside of a pretzel roll, tiny.
Eagle, can you bring
It's
up
about
the
it's about the
picture
size of a
combos?
knuckle, basically.
Where do you get these?
You get it at a gas
Combos.
station, shitty gas station.
Yeah, it's like a gas station, like a road
they
trip
hot?
food. What?
They're not, but you
Sometimes
can't get
there's
them.
a jalapeno one. I like the
There's
jalapeno
also
one.
an all-dressed pizza
Oh,
one
they're,
that Peeze loves.
they're super dry.
Yeah,
I hate those.
Love
things.
those.
Oh my God, you're a terrorist.
love those. It's perfect for road
You're a
rockets.
yeah, exactly. You're a terrorist. Yeah, so I mean, I hope Zeke comes back. Free Zeke.
Dwight Howard's back.
Yeah.
He joins the LA Lakers in a surprise move, but they needed someone to play at the 5 because you can't have JaVale McGee on 40 minutes a game because it's JaVale McGee.
2020.
So what do you think about the impact? What impact do you think he'll have?
The impact I think he'll have is that he's gonna come down to just being a boards guy. Just make sure you
Well,
get
that's
it
what
down.
he is at this
Yeah.
point in his career anyway.
He's not gonna be putting up anything more than 10 points a game. I don't see it. Because he's not gonna be playing as much. I think JaVale McGee's gonna play more.
Perhaps.
And then Dwight Howard.
I
will
think
probably
Dwight
be the
Howard may
backup.
start.
Yeah.
Like he'll start the game
Yeah.
just because of the name, but
And maybe finish.
But yeah, like he'll play like the first 6 minutes and last 6
Yeah.
minutes, and
I think they're gonna
You know.
they're gonna have to kind of preserve him because he's pretty old and he's pretty banged up.
well, apparently like he's changed his diet and he's changed a whole bunch of things. He's
Good
changed his
for him.
workout regimen, and he's coming in better shape than he's ever been. But that said, he's also a tremendous liar.
Didn't he come out of the closet too or something?
I don't know that.
Wasn't there a rumor?
You're making up all sorts of news today.
Yeah, wasn't
So
there like something
dude,
where
check if Dwight Howard has
it came
AIDS
out, it
and
came
if
out that he was gay?
came out not
Okay, look,
related,
number one,
but just the
number
two
one, he
things
doesn't have
Terry
AIDS.
lies about.
Secondly, he did not come out of any closet. He's saying that the reports are false.
What report? That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
It's
the
not a
story.
report. It's someone on, I think, Instagram. It's one of these tranny hookers. I was saying that they hooked up.
I believe it. I believe it.
But if someone is transsexual,
Yeah.
does that necessarily make you gay?
That's a good point. Because trans women are women.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are however they identify.
Yeah. So I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I will right now start blowing you.
Yeah, that's all right.
You're very straight as I am blowing you.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's how it is. That's how it is. And so,
Let's get to it then. 'Cause,
yeah, I guess that's where the show's going today. No, but that's like, I mean, these kinds of things, of course, get confusing. But to me, what's interesting is they had all these plans in LA for LeBron to get there,
Yeah.
and immediately get everyone.
Yeah.
He eventually got Anthony Davis.
You didn't get Melo though.
He's not getting. They're not. For some, I don't understand why. Again, we talk about this every 2 weeks. I feel
I love Melo.
Melo will never just.
I'm gonna
sign
buy a
one-
jersey. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go buy a Melo jersey.
like a Nets Melo jersey.
No,
'Cause
no,
he-
like a Syracuse one. I like the Syracuse. Because
because that's when he was good.
Yeah.
I like a USA.
Actually, the
the
Knicks-
USA one's nice too.
Oh, number 15. It's my number
Yeah.
too. Beautiful. I'm gonna do it.
I like that.
USA.
Duke, as a guy who you have like Lakerish tendencies.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're a Knicks guy, but you sort of like
Yeah, you're.
secretly cheer the Knicks.
Oh, absolutely.
You excited about Dwight Howard?
I think it works. I mean, he's going to be the backup to JaVale McGee. I think that what was on the market wasn't great. I think it fits very well within the scheme that they have. I'm really excited to see how it works because I think Dwight Howard is a really good piece on the team if he's not a starter.
And I agree 100%. Same comment about Melo.
Well, yeah.
By the way, boys, Jay Blazer account has been created.
Heyo.
Nice.
Okay, put the password. Well, don't announce it.
Yeah, don't announce it. That would be
Because then about 14 people are going to have it.
exactly
Yeah, we don't want
the
that.
worst 14.
We hit 50 subscribers today, by the way, on Apple.
All right. So the thing is now with Howard there, I saw him play in person
Yeah.
in Atlanta, and it struck me that he isn't even that tall for a center. He's about 6'9",
Really?
but his body type just looks
It's
like
'cause
he would be giant,
his
right?
shoulders are wide. as
Like
fuck.
him and Charles Barkley were about the same height,
Yeah.
but there couldn't be two more different body types in the world than
Charles Barkley, fuck.
Correct.
Classic, that guy.
Hmm?
He's classic.
Absolutely.
He's classic, man. Makes me
Absolutely.
die of laughter.
From that era, of course, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, and they got into it this week. There is a video this time around.
Oh, we were supposed
You have
to
it
watch
queued
the
up, Eagle?
The Doug Gottlieb one.
I had it, but
It's okay. I know. I saw you put it up.
We have it now. Here's what Kobe said.
Who would Shaq be if he had your work ethic?
He'd be the greatest of all time.
If Shaq had your work
He'd
ethic,
be the greatest of all time.
greatest of all time by a
For
mile.
sure. He'd be the first to tell you that. For sure. I mean, this guy was a force like I have never seen. Man, this dude was. He did not
I have a
care.
question
He was
to you
mean.
guys, to you and Dude.
He was nasty. He was competitive. He was vindictive. I mean, he was. Yeah. I wish he was in the gym. I would have had 12 rings.
Okay.
That's coming to us, of course, from ESPN's Get
Yeah.
Up.
there
So I have a
actually-
question.
There is some tweets going back and forth between Shaq and Kobe Bryant. Basically,
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
yeah, the whole like, oh, I didn't really mean it. He's like, oh, it's cool and this and that, whatever it is.
No, because people made it seem like it was worse than it was, but he was actually giving him praise, saying like he was so good that it was effortless.
Well, but Shaq also tweeted, immediately after tweeted,
Bruh.
we would have had 12 rings if you passed against the Pistons.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
No, so I have a question. Is Shaq the most dominating player
yes.
in any position in any sport?
I thought about this.
In
Yes.
any sport?
Yeah.
So that includes Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yes.
Fuck you, Duke. I love soccer. But fuck off. Most dominating player.
No, in terms of like the way the referees had to change the way they refereed the game.
The game changed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have another suggestion after finishing.
There's no one who's been that quick, that big, and like to Kobe's point, Shaq played fat a lot of the time.
Yeah, he was
The
chunky.
times when he was in shape was absolutely insane.
when he left Orlando to get to LA, there he was a beast.
Okay.
And in
And he was a
Orlando,
kid.
in that first game against Michael Jordan, he grabbed, I want to say, 24 rebounds.
Yeah, he also hit a 3.
Yeah.
How about this? I will name some of the best athletes in the world, and you tell me if he's
Go.
more dominating, okay?
Okay.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yes.
Yes.
Usain Bolt.
Oh, that's a good
That's
one.
close.
That's
but
a good
but
one.
Usain Bolt dominates in like a fraction of a second. Like it's not that
Doesn't matter,
dominant.
but
But
in
think
his,
about the competition,
in his
though.
realm. Who's better at that?
Yes.
okay, but like I just it's hard. Like Shaq was just so much better. He's like a tenth of a second better than everyone.
You guys remember this?
Yeah.
When he literally dunked on the entire team.
Oh yeah, for sure.
My favorite part about this image.
Is he grabbing the jersey?
Nope.
What?
This guy right here.
Why?
Just look
Oh.
at his face.
I was like, what do I do? What do I do? No,
He
no,
looks like he just shot himself.
stop that.
Okay, go another name.
Michael Phelps.
No.
No, really?
Yeah.
Michael Phelps.
No.
Okay.
You can't go racing guys because they don't win by enough.
Yeah, and Phelps also had like people that
So
competed with him.
no Michael Schumacher.
No, not Michael Schumacher. That's not a sport.
Correct. If you give me Ferrari, I'll say yes.
Yeah.
Serena-
Say Ferrari.
Serena Williams.
All right, Serena Williams.
Serena Williams,
Fair.
yeah.
That's
Ro-
one.
Roger Federer.
No, because Djokovic is
Tiger Woods.
No.
No, because
Fall from
and
grace.
lastly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, okay, you're missing one player.
Wayne Gretzky.
Leo Messi.
Okay, so maybe not Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky, dude, it was insane.
No, we didn't talk about one sport. Lawrence Taylor.
All
Lawrence
right.
Taylor was the best. Like the best. He changed the way the way everything works in the NFL.
Correct. I can see Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, I don't think he's better than Shaq. I'm saying that's an argument. There's an argument there.
But he had that kind of impact on
What
football.
were you gonna say?
Maybe if you think about that same type of thing, Maurice Richard, only because they had to change the penalty rules because of him.
Yeah, exactly. There's things like that.
Yeah, but to be fair, if you actually go back and watch hockey from back then, it sucked ball.
Yeah. Goal,
It's,
I always say
it's
this.
unwatchable.
I always
It's so
say Wayne
slow.
Gretzky's not as good as he is because he's taking shots from the blue line, and goalies are trying to step up, trying to save pucks like this. Look how many holes there are here.
Well, what's interesting is
That's why I say
I've actually
Gretzky's not
heard
even
an
top
interview
10.
with Wayne Gretzky saying that there was games he stopped scoring
Yeah.
because he was worried the NHL was going to fold because goaltending was so bad.
Yeah.
So he himself will admit, the seasons we had like 150 to 200 points
So-
were a bit ridiculous.
So PJ Stock.
But there was still nothing like him when he came around.
Oh, for sure not.
Will-
PJ,
Will
PJ Stock has
Chamberlain.
a story about. Will Chamberlain was pretty dominant.
He had that one game.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He had
No, but he's had plenty of 80-point games too.
Bill Russell.
Yeah, but see, I feel like back then nobody was playing or getting rebounds.
Michael Jordan.
So
No,
Michael Jordan.
more so Michael Jordan.
Yeah, more so.
Michael Jordan was the most impactful player, but to me, the just the most dominating, most physically.
Larry Bird.
No.
No.
Okay, you just name me names now. It's over. I think we've exhausted
Mellow.
all of it. I'm trying to think of any of the sports. Yeah. Melo's the only answer.
Melo's the one. Melo's the one, right?
So PJ Stock has a story about
Because how could you
about
play
Wayne
for that
Gretzky.
long without ever knowing the defensive part of the game?
So Donovan McNabb, not knowing overtime rules, maybe he's the best of all time.
It's true. Not knowing who's the best at not knowing things.
Yeah. So Donovan McNabb, number
Matthew
one.
Young agrees with me that Michael Phelps wins this debate.
He's wrong. Simple as that.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, great, best swimmer.
Listen, the body is
Great.
already naturally buoyant. So how much is he really doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, congratulations, you're not like made of lead.
All you gotta do is just
Congrats.
you and you
You're
shave your
circulating
hair
blood.
and you shave a tenth off a tenth of second.
Yeah.
Tenth of a second
So
off.
what you're saying is, let's see Michael Phelps do it with a beard.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it with a beard.
Yeah.
I'm in the
Bro.
process of making a picture of Jay Blazer,
All
right.
but with really red eyes.
Oh, that's good. I
I'm
like it.
glad. I'm glad we found something to engage you.
Yes.
during the show.
It's about time. It's about time.
So this is gonna last for like 2 weeks, and then we're never gonna hear of Jay Blazer again. So PJ Stock has a story about Wayne Gretzky, at New York Rangers. I guess like an evaluation. So you have to do like like a test. You do your bench press or whatever. Everybody's doing it. Wayne Gretzky walks in. PJ Stock's like a rookie at this point. Wayne Gretzky walks in with his coffee, sips his coffee, puts it down next to the bench, lies down on the bench, lifts up the bar, puts it back on, like doesn't do the reps, picks up his coffee, goes to the guy writing down the scores, and he goes, "Put me down for 4," and he walks away.
That's pretty good.
You know why? Because fuck bench press in hockey. Like, like, okay.
How much cross checking you got to do? I
Yeah.
mean, come on. So when we come back, we'll get into rapid fire as well as organize the last segment during the break because we haven't really talked about
And
Eagle.
Jay Blazer's first tweet. We will do Jay Blazer's first tweet
live on air.
You guys
Live on air.
First ever.
Yeah.
Right after this. Welcome back. It is Hot Sauce Sports. Peeze, Terry, Eagle, and Duke. This is the part of the show we like to call it rapid fire just because every other segment like this is called rapid fire.
Yeah, but it also doesn't go very rapid.
No,
because
we're
Duke is for sure not prepared.
Yeah, he's going to mess it up. The
Yeah.
worst is, like, I even write his parts for him,
Yeah.
and all he has to do is read.
Nope.
You figure that he could read.
No, he needs to hire a fifth person to read.
To
it
read,
for him.
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do it.
Rapid fire.
So,
Rapid fire.
Killer tweet, bro.
What's
Fans booed, pundits speculated, but perhaps the strongest reaction to Andrew Luck's retirement came from none other than
Simpson.
O.J. Simpson.
click on the link.
Andrew Luck, what did I do to you? You could have retired an hour and a half ago before I picked you in my fantasy picks. I mean, what did I do, Vic? I've been a fan of yours. Why would you do this to me? Come out of retirement. I'm just saying.
Well, it's so awkward. I'm just saying.
So O.J. Simpson is Jay Blazer right here. He's hammered. I never thought we'd get to a point where a guy can murder his ex and her loved one and then become likable again because of Twitter. So that's not bad. That's a pretty good recovery. O.J. Simpson, recovery speed. If you're on Madden, you'd have like that extra like star power.
Yeah.
Ability to recover when you stumble.
You think he's fully recovered?
From murdering people and
Yeah.
not being in prison.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks as recovered as he can get.
I guess. Next.
Eagle.
There it
No!
is. Oh, wrong one. There it is.
NHL free agency. Pat Maroon signs for $900K. My
Your boy.
Nothing else seems to be happening.
Shit.
What else are we going to talk about?
Yeah.
So the NHL is very slow. So I think it's never been like this before. Mitch Marner still hasn't been signed.
This has been a remarkably slow off season. I
Yeah.
remember the NHL used to be hype in the off season, and like now that's the NFL and the NBA.
Yeah.
There is nothing like the sentence. Pat Maroon signs for $900,000.
It's his boy, and I
is
told
the
him Pat
least-
Maroon's not an NHLer.
It's the least interesting thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's the least interesting sentence I've ever spoken in my life.
And he doesn't even sign with his hometown, which is the team that he won a Stanley Cup with. They didn't want him back, so he signs with whoever the fuck he signs with. I think it was Dallas. Huh? All right, maybe not. Next.
Ego!
It's very hard to research and do this.
You don't. Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Best of both worlds. NFL veteran Ryan Russell opens up about being bisexual.
Really?
How will this impact his
Who
career?
the fuck is Ryan Russell?
He plays for the Cowboys.
Really?
You're Dallas Cowboys. He was.
Who is he? He's a DB?
I believe so. He was with another team for 2 years. Was it the Seahawks? Dude, can you find out what team he was on before?
I'm on it.
Who did Michael Sam play for? Who did he get drafted by?
He got drafted. I don't believe he played.
He played for the Alouettes. We know that.
I've also there's a Patriots lineman who said that essentially pretty much every team has a gay player on it, or
of course,
a player who's
Bucks
experimenting.
Bills.
Of course. Bucks and Bills.
There we go.
Of course.
Yeah, he got drafted by Tampa Bay. That's it.
Of course.
And so like
I think it's cool, but I think it's going to be a lot more common. You know, every year.
What's interesting though is the NFL tries to sell us above all else, you know, sort of like right-wing Christian morality.
Yeah.
It's why you can't kneel during the anthem.
Yeah.
It's why Kenny Stills will likely not be on a team very soon. It's likely, you know, will for fear of losing part of its fan base, which is unfortunately bigoted and close-minded and homophobic and myopic, is the worry that you might like keeping a 50B worth, you know, potential loss of income, or is it worth to keep around? Because
okay,
you know,
how much loss of income are the Dallas Cowboys going to get with Ryan Russell being?
You're right. How much loss of income would Colin Kaepernick actually be? Not much.
Nothing, because he made a shitload of money.
No, but I'm saying for the team, keeping.
Oh, not much. Yeah.
Like Miami's not losing money having
No.
Kenny Stills kneeling before
No, absolutely
games.
not. Yeah.
So I mean, like these things
It's
that we
clear-
call distractions aren't actually distractions.
No, it's not a money thing. It's a locker room thing. But I don't. Yeah, with this, I don't see it a problem at all. I don't even see. Now it's getting weird. I'm not going to talk about Kaepernick. Go next.
I just do it on purpose.
I was going to be on your side on this one.
Never.
Yeah.
Don't want it.
Okay.
Thank you for sounding the buzzer.
Tap out. Much like me last night, Aviv Ghazali
Oh, this is
lasted
crazy.
11 seconds.
Yeah, put this video up.
That
Watch
entire thing.
This is called
Here
the
you go.
Imanari roll.
Comes out quickly. Imanari rolls into that leg. He gets a hold of it. Needs to set his legs in
have
position.
no idea what's going
Now
on.
he has it. Starting
So
to
watch,
put
now he's
pressure
gonna break
on
his leg.
that.
Well, he doesn't break it.
Beautiful heel hook.
So
that has
nobody.
got to
So
be the
I love. So I that's is like typical Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu stuff. You just submissions, and that's a move that is very interesting to me. I know how to do it, and it's fucking. I love how online everybody's like, that's bullshit. He went to go touch gloves and he just shot for his leg. It's unsportsmanlike. I'm like, his job is to fight. His job isn't to touch gloves with you.
Correct.
And the refs in the huddle, I guess, the pregame, he said, touch gloves now. He always says, touch gloves now. They touch gloves. That's why. To avoid things like this. If you're going to go like this to touch gloves with a guy, and the guy's like, fuck you, and knocks you out, that's your problem.
That is your problem. Aviv went in there before the match. He had said that he wanted to break the record.
Yeah.
And he actually broke the Bellator record,
Yeah.
getting a submission in 11 seconds.
Yeah, he did. And yeah, good for him, man. I'm a big fan. He's very good.
How old is he anyway?
I think he's like 24, but he's from Israel, and he's a monster. He was in the army. He's like, yeah.
That's impressive.
He's impressive. He's
Very impressive.
Gronk,
He actually liked my tweet. Aviv Ghazali liked my tweet.
Really?
Yeah, about him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, sorry, what?
Big
Let's get him
blame.
on the show.
Yeah, let's get him on. What were you
Big
saying?
blame. AB reacts to Ben Roethlisberger saying he lost a friend in Antonio Brown by simply saying,
I read it.
shut
as
up.
Anthony, too.
That was just autocorrect. That said Anthony.
Yeah.
Antonio. Yeah, it's
didn't
weird.
see
So like, honestly, Ben Roethlisberger doesn't strike me as likable. So I can see him as the kind of guy like, yeah, we're buds, and like when people leave, like there's not that many people. Like people leave the Patriots and they talk about how much they like Bill Belichick, how much they like Tom Brady. I never hear that about Ben Roethlisberger ever.
So Ben Roethlisberger is the plain Jane of fucking everything. Like he like fucking. He's just. I look at him, and I feel like he's unhealthy.
Yeah, because you see him, he likes cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
You know he doesn't like consent, and he likes throwing deep balls. No longer to Antonio Brown.
He's a great player, but I just think that I think Antonio Brown is a fucking head case and a half. and he's a nightmare to deal with. But I also think the same thing for Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, Ben Roethlisberger is absolutely the biggest diva ever. I was reading an article this week about how in the Steelers locker room, he had a rule where there's no loud music between 8 and 5 p.m. working hours. Who the fuck are you?
Well, you're the quarterback that won 2 Super Bowls for them.
Yeah, how long
if Tom
ago?
Brady said that, I'd be like, oh, Tom Brady's
No,
he's
not
so
even the same world.
meticulous.
No, but it's like
Ben Roethlisberger doesn't look meticulous.
dude, he always
No,
makes
but, like,
everything about him.
You see this
He makes
double
everything
standard.
about him.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't
But
see
it-
double standard. I
we
see
this
double
standard.
chins.
But if Tom Brady or Peyton Manning came out and said, yeah, we don't allow music between 8 and 5 because those are working hours, you want to focus, people would be like, see the Belichick, he runs a smooth operation. Brady's on board. Da 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 da. Manning, he runs the show over there. Good for him. Ben Roethlisberger, because of past transgressions, he gets all this hate.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like music
Or
because
consent.
it's not from Earth or consent. Absolutely.
That's it, boys.
That's it.
Nope.
No, there's
Gronk
one more.
Finding it. And it is...
How do you mess this up? You just have to read.
Well, I'm doing a million things. Gronk is sad. Ex-Patriot Rob Gronkowski speaks out about his retirement.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
I read
listen
about
in.
this. I didn't hear it.
But I want to be clear to my fans. I needed to recover. I was not in a good place. Football was bringing me down, and I didn't like it. And I was losing that joy in life, like the joy. I'm sorry right now, but dang, I really was, and I was fighting through it. And I knew what I signed up for, and I knew what I was fighting through. And I knew I just have to fix myself. But I want to be clear.
Good for him.
Yeah, honestly,
Very happy.
it's amazing
Because he
that
started a CBD company, right?
Yeah, in a short period of time, we've lost Andrew Luck and Rob Gronkowski, 2 guys who I associate with just guys who love football, right? Like guys who just absolutely love the game. Guys who played through all sorts of injuries.
I'm gonna say the most cliche thing: played the football the right way, played it the right way. He was a
4
straight
quarters.
down, 4 quarters kind of guy.
All the weather.
You know what I mean?
Whistle, whistle.
You know, he's a put your nose through the grind kind of guy. You know what I mean?
But is this a way, first of all, to get CBD legalized in
Oh my God.
in the NFL?
It's crazy how it's not.
It's absolutely insane. But here, take these pills that will destroy your liver.
And your life.
Andrew Luck can't even take them because there's holes in his liver.
It'll just fall out of
fall
his
right
liver.
out. That's why he never tested. That's why he
just
didn't
fall out of his liver.
Never tested positive.
So hidden gem. You don't want to test positive for weed.
Lacerate your
Lacerate
liver.
your liver. So it's been done before.
Done.
Okay, so now we're gonna do our last segment. Hopefully the boys are ready. I assume
Yep.
Eagle is.
I'm ready.
Hot cuts.
Duke is
So
ready.
I'll
ready, I'm
explain it
ready.
really
I'll
quickly.
start.
So the boys will alternate, give us teams and position battles. We're gonna do what, 5 of them? Total?
Whatever, man.
Yeah, like two each.
Yeah, 2, 3.
Okay,
Let's make it 5 so we have an odd numbers so we can bet.
And then maybe a wild card at the end.
Yeah, and it is a hot sauce bet. So whoever has, so we're betting on who will be cut from these position battles.
But what if nobody gets cut?
Then it's a push.
Okay, so what if it's like a starting job or like a backup role? So if they name 2 backup quarterbacks,
I gotta get cut.
like Tyrod Taylor and Cardale Jones,
Mhm.
but they both make the team, but one's the second string, one's the third string,
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. You have to
The
get
team.
cut.
So if you get cut,
So let's get 6 of them going.
we're picking who gets cut. Whoever gets the least of these rights are subject to a hot sauce bet. They got to drink hot sauce live on Instagram on our hot sauce sports story. I know it crapped out right at the end of the show, Terry. There's nothing I could do.
I'm not blaming you. I'm listening to you.
Do you want me
And
to
so,
start?
and so Eagle, you have the NFC.
And I
Duke,
have
you
the
have the
AFC.
AFC. Who are we
Yeah.
starting with?
Start
Me,
with-
I'll do it.
You want to go first?
Yeah. AFC position battle, right tackle Steelers. We have Matt Fielder, who's the starter,
Matt
and the
Fielder?
backup, who's fighting for the battle. Matt Fielder is 22 years old, and he's being battled for that position by Chukwuma Okorafor.
And?
Okorafor.
Okay, so Pittsburgh, we got to think this, right?
Okay.
Pittsburgh, they don't like to complicate things. 3 coaches, their entire career, their entire lifespan.
They may not be able to pronounce that name. which is a
Roethlisberger
complication.
is already long enough. They might be want to save no money on letters for jerseys.
Very cheap. I
Yeah,
like
very
that.
cheap organization. They don't want to spend money on Le'Veon Bell last year. So-
Le'Veon, you got that apostrophe.
Yeah, they're throwing you off.
Actual
So I
letters.
think they're gonna stick with the starter Fielder.
So you're saying they're not going to cut?
They're gonna cut this guy Chidobe Awuzie. Whatever. his name is.
I say he makes the team as a 5th lineman.
As a 5th lineman makes the team.
Sorry,
So I'm-
6th lineman.
So I'm saying he's getting cut. Who's keeping track of this? All right.
Eagle. Obviously Eagle.
All right. We're going to go NFC East with the New York Giants
football
in
Giants.
the wide receiver spot. So someone who's going to have to suffer all year. Golden Tate is currently suspended. So people fighting for the third spot, Cody Latimer, Russell Shepard, and Amba Eta Tatwo.
See?
It's probably that dude.
So we're back to the whole name thing, saving money on name bars.
Maybe, but I'm going to say Cody Latimer has already been cut by Denver. And if you can't make Denver, you can make the NFL. Cody
Boom.
Latimer,
Done.
cut.
I'm going to say the guy with the fucked up name is going to get cut.
And his name is?
You're talking about Atawa.
Bobby Okereke. Okereke.
AFC QB position battle. Raiders, Mike Glennon against Nathan Peterman.
Yeah, this is tough because I think they're cutting one. They're not.
They might not. They might not.
Okay.
Because
So-
Nathan Peterman is Gruden's like little pet project.
That's what
and
I'm
he's
saying.
looked very
So
good in a
I feel
preseason.
like if they decide to go Mike Glennon backup, which they probably will because he's been looking good, he looked great in that game against
who?
the Packers. Glennon.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
Glennon looked really good. But
It's
so
okay.
Peterman's been looking good too.
He's been looking okay.
But I think that he's going to end up keeping Peterman on board. But if Peterman becomes the backup, Glennon's cut.
I disagree. I feel like John Gruden thinks Peterman's been lying to him this whole time because he keeps calling him Peter Man. He thinks his name is Peter Man. Therefore, when he finds out his real name, Kutsky.
He keeps making fun of Mike Glennon's neck the whole time, so I just keep thinking
because
he's
the
going
guy's
to get rid of this guy.
6'7".
Too tall.
Yeah.
Too tall.
We're going to
Nonsense.
go NFC North, the Green Bay Packers at right guard. Billy Turner, Cole Madison, and Adam Pankey.
Adam Pankey, that's amazing.
Okay, what was it? Bill Turner,
Cole Madison, and Adam Pankey.
And what position?
Right guard.
Right guard. Okay, so Adam Pankey, too much hanky-panky. Doesn't take the job seriously enough.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Doesn't take the job seriously enough. I'm going to go hanky-panky. Adam Pankey, you're cut.
See, no, you got this all wrong. Because Pankey sounds like pancake. You want pancake blocks?
Yes.
Hole Madison, you don't want a hole in your line.
It's Cole Madison.
Hole Madison, get your ass out of here.
And hold.
Yeah,
Many
hole,
holding
exactly.
calls.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you get a hole in your paycheck?
Yeah.
And a big fat zero.
I like
get
it.
out of here.
I like it. Good analysis, but I'm sticking to hanky-panky.
I like how serious this analysis is.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we know exactly.
NFL front offices, you need us.
If John Gruden's making cuts, we're making cuts. Next.
Keep it going. I have a page loading. It's
Internet here.
Yeah, the internet's terrible here.
Technology.
Am I
Okay,
right?
I'll go
Technology.
NFC West, Seattle Seahawks, free safety. Tedrick Thompson, Delano Hill, or Marquise Blair.
So the thing about Tedrick Thompson is that why not just be Cedric
Or Theodore.
or Theodore?
It's not Alvin.
How do you spell his
Simon.
name?
Tedrick.
How do you spell it? Like, no, you never know. It can be like T'_EAD.
Yeah, if it's got an apostrophe, I think he makes it.
Yeah, if apostrophe makes it, no apostrophe. Sorry, Tedrick
Yeah, because
Thompson. you're cut.
like one way you sound like you're cool, the other way you sound like you're like Teddy Roosevelt's alter ego.
What was the second name, Eags?
Let me just go back to it. There's a lot of them. Yeah, Tedrick Thompson, Delano Hill, or
Delano
Marquise
Hill.
Blair.
I like Delano Hill. I like Delano Hill. I think he makes it.
Okay, so Delano Hill makes it.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
cutting.
inclined to agree.
Yeah, I think I'm cutting Tedrick Thompson.
Tedrick Thompson. Who,
Yeah.
who else? Who's the third guy?
Delano Hill
No,
and
the third one.
Marquise Blair.
Blair. That's it. Marquise Blair.
Blair.
tough.
First of all, there's
tough.
that movie with that shaky ass camera. Buy a fucking tripod. Second thing, there's that field goal kicker can't kick a field goal. You can't take that risk. You can't take that.
Yeah, absolutely
You don't
not.
want. You don't have a shaky backfield.
Nope.
Get a tripod in your backfield.
Isn't there a Blair on Gossip Girl that was a bitch?
Hmm.
There you go.
You don't want a bitch. You
Nope.
know. You know who's not a bitch?
Who?
Tedrick Thompson.
Tedrick Thompson is. Well, he's getting cut though.
Yeah, he's not. No, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Listen,
so-
I just proved why Blair's getting
So
cut.
Delano Hill is making the team.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
He's the tripod.
Duke.
Punter, Patriots.
Nice.
Ryan Allen, Zoltan Mesko, or Corey Borjoquez.
Oh fuck. So Latino. Last one is Latino. That's tough because I don't know how Bill Belichick feels about the Spanish guys after.
Yeah, he might be racist.
Aaron Hernandez.
Another
Look,
Spaniard.
all we know is
Aaron Hernandez was a bad experience.
Another Spanish kid on the bubble. Braxton Berrios, second-year player out of Miami.
Braxton Berrios.
maybe he makes him as punter
No, he's gonna make it. He's a good receiver.
and a very good
receiver.
special teams player.
Yeah, he'll make it. I think the Spanish guy gets cut because Aaron Hernandez was a murderer. Yeah.
That's not bad. But we've seen Bill Belichick make stars like white wide receivers.
Yeah.
That's like counterculture. Now he wants to go with minority kickers because there's not enough minority kickers. That's the spin. That's the Belichick spin. So sorry, Zoltan, you're getting cut.
Yeah, Zoltan, you're done. Sorry, buddy.
We're
going to
go
with Mexican.
NFC South at the cornerback position for the New Orleans Saints. So you have Marshawn Lattimore and Eli Apple, who are likely going to be the starters. But then who do you have like as the backups or the fillers? So Patrick Robinson, P.J. Williams, Ken Crawley, Marcus Sherrills, Justin Hardy, Kayvon Webster, and Christian Campbell.
Whoa.
So first of all,
that's a lot of names.
What was
first
Hardy's
off.
first
how
name?
much do you have to suck to be named Apple and get cut in New York?
What list are we looking at here?
On the right side.
Okay,
see
yeah.
These guys.
Hardy. Justin Hardy to me because you don't spell your name properly. So Justin Hardy spells his name with 2 E's, and that's it.
PJ Williams seems like he changed it just so he wouldn't be BJ Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, Mom, why'd you call me BJ? I'm going to change it to PJ.
Yeah, because nobody has ever said anything bad about a plow job.
Or pajamas.
So
I'm going to say Justin Hardy. You're cut. Sorry, buddy.
I was going to say Ken Crawley, but I played a season of Madden with the Saints.
Oh.
And I brought him up.
Who do you have now? The Ravens.
I have the Ravens now.
Yeah.
So, but like, if I was the Saints, I wouldn't cut him because I know his potential. I've played till 2024. I know his potential. He's not getting cut.
He's not
Be
getting
like
cut.
80 rated. Relax. Relax.
Relax, bro.
Okay? Christian Campbell's not going to get cut because the Saints, Christian, you need to be Christian
it's
to be
true.
a
It's a
Saint.
good call. It's a good call.
So, Kayvon Webster, get the fuck out of here.
Kayvon Webster, you're not Christian.
You're not Christian.
You're Jewish.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We don't know. There's no way
Whoever
for us
you
to
are,
know.
you're just not Christian.
But you're not a saint.
You killed Jesus.
You're no longer a saint. You're cut.
You killed
You're outta
Jesus.
here.
You're not a saint. You're done.
Yeah, you're done, and
Yeah.
we're done. I've been Peeze. You've been Terry.
One last one.
Oh, we have one?
Yeah, we're going to start with the Colts. We're going to end with the Colts. No, we got one really good one left.
All
okay?
right.
All right, fine.
So the Colts
prepare
cornerback
more.
situation.
Yeah.
The Colts cornerback situation.
Corner or
if
corner?
Cornerback situation
Okay.
features Pierre Desir, Kenny Moore, Rock Ya-Sin, recent draft pick,
Rock Ya-Sin,
and Quincy Wilson. There's 2 spots left, and right now we have Chris Milton, Marvell Tell, Nate Harrison, and Jalen Collins.
So-
2 spots.
How many of those guys are rookies? Rebuilding team, because now Luck is down, so they're going to have to rebuild completely. Tank for Tua. It's
That's
gonna
the
be
idea.
in Colts, yeah.
They luck into another
Dolphins
goddamn
are pissed.
quarterback.
They're like, fuck.
Every goddamn time. Goddamn Colts getting it away every time.
So I'm going to say, I'm looking at, wait, repeat the names again? The last 2 names.
Nate Harrison and Jalen Collins.
No, the one before that.
Marvell Tell.
There you go. That guy.
Yeah, he's
that guy.
What kind of hotel is that?
Fuck you, Marvell Tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm done.
Nobody wants to stay there.
I don't want to see you in Indianapolis anymore. Go to Chicago.
Yeah.
Right down the road.
It's not far.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's very close.
45 minutes.
Maybe.
Max.
If you drive really quick.
Chicago's a lot of traffic, but whatever.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Just fly. Fly, don't deal with traffic.
Listen to Hot Sauce Sports. 45 minutes is going to
blow right
fly right by.
I instead am going with Milton because, Milton Bradley, you think this is a game?
Don't forget to follow Jay is Blazed on Twitter. You guys.
Oh, it's Jay's Blaze.
And
The
don't
name
forget-
is Jay Blazer. The at is at
so-
Jay is Blazed.
Yeah, so you sold us.
I know.
You said Jay Blazer wasn't taken.
Jay's
It's like anybody could be named Jay Blazer.
Too late. Actually, there's no one actually called Jay Blazer on.
No, I like it.
Twitter.
Though. I still like it.
Yeah.
Jay. Wait, so we can
Blaze.
get the Jay Blazer handle.
Yeah, it's done.
Why don't we
No,
have
we
it?
don't have the
No,
Jay
we
Blazer.
don't. That wasn't available.
Okay,
no,
that's
that
what I'm
was. It was Blazer Blaze. That was it.
Oh my god, it's been a disaster, but it's awesome. Remember
But I'm
to
very
like,
excited for that account.
Watch and subscribe. You've been Terry, I've been Peeze. You've been listening to Hot Sauce Sports. You've been listening to Hot Sauce Sports.